Today I will show you how to make the baby nightlight project. This baby nightlight project is very easy. It is good for the beginners. First, let's talk about what materials do we need for this project. First, of course, is the yarn. And from the final project, we can find that the color is very simple. And first, the head and the diaper color, and the skin color, and also the white, the pure color. So, first, the skin color. Skin color, we need about 170 yard. So this yarn is one skein is 140 yard. So we need two skeins of skin color, and also we need one skein of the hat and the diaper color. This we only need around 100 yard, so one skein is enough. And the white color, we only need around 80 to 90 yard, so one skein is good. And then we need the accessories. First, the clear ball. This ball is 5 centimeter. That for the diameter is 5 centimeter. The ball is used for as the pom-pom, and to hold the lights. All the lights we put inside the ball. So this ball you can buy in Amazon. That usually people use this for the Christmas ornament. You can open. Yeah, the diameter is 5 centimeter and also 50 millimeters. And besides this, we need one what is called jump ring. This open jump ring is 9 millimeter. And also, if you cannot find the 9 millimeter, 1 centimeter, which is 10 millimeter, is also good. And a pearl. This, of course, it's fake. Is 5 millimeter, the pearl. And also, we need the craft wire. The wire I use is inside is the aluminum wire, and outside is PVC. So it's soft but steady. And the diameter is 2.0 millimeter. And also, the last and the most important thing is the light. This light is 2 meter long with 20 head LEDs. You can find this is here. Each one we have 20 heads, and the total is 2 meter long, and with a 2 AA battery box. So that's all we need, and we also need a 3.0 hook and our hands. So that's it. Let's start. First, let's do the head. For the head, we use the skin color. And in the head part, we use most of them, we use the single crochet stitches. And in this project, most of the single crochet are the crossed single crochet. So now I show you what is a crossed single crochet. For example, when we do the normal single crochet, we usually just insert the yarn and put this yarn on top of the hook. Then we pull like this. We do like this. And the crossed single crochet is when we insert we do not put this yarn on top of the hook. We put the yarn under the hook. We just pull and do this under the hook. So this means the crossed single crochet. You can find when we do the crossed single crochet, this single crochet looks like a cross. So that's a little difference. So for this project, all single crochets are crossed single crochet unless special stated. So first, let's start the head. We need to make a magic ring. Then we pull this. Okay, this is the start. Then in this ring, we do 6 single crochets, which is the crossed single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then we tighten the ring. And for this project, we crochet by spiral, which means there is not a slip joint stitch at the end of each row. So at this moment, we need a stitch mark to help us. So this is the first round. Then the second round, that is 6 increase, which means in each stitch we need to crochet 2 single crochets. So this is the first stitch. This is the first stitch. And in this, we need to crochet 2 single crochets. So 1. Okay, then we need to put a stitch mark at this stitch. And this reminds us that this is the beginning of the round 2, and also that will be the beginning of the round 3. So we put in the first, and then we do another single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, then next we do 2 single crochets in next stitch. The cross single crochet. Okay, now we total have 12 stitches, and round 2 is finished. So we do not need to do a slip stitch to join the round. We just start the third stitch at this stitch. So let's do the round 3. We do this one. We do 1 single crochet, and we don't forget to put the stitch marker. And the second stitch is a increase, which is 2 single crochet. We can see the yarn is under the hook, 2 single crochet. This is a group, and we repeat 6 times. So we need to do 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet increase. Now we finished the round 3. So the round 4, we still need to start with this stitch. So the round 4, follow the pattern. That is 1 single crochet. Okay, first is 1 single crochet. And don't forget to put the stitch mark on this stitch. And the second one is an increase, which is 2 single crochet. And another single crochet. So this is a group: 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet. So then next group is another single crochet, an increase, and a single crochet. So which means every 2 stitches we increase 1. So we just do like this and follow the pattern until the round 20. And the round 21 we will do a decrease, which is a new stitch for us. So let's just follow the pattern to finish the first 20 rounds. Now I already finished the round 20. Let's start the round 21. First, that's 17 single crochets. One, don't forget to put the stitch marker. $14, $15, $16, and $17. After 17, that is a decrease. That's a new stitch for the head. Decrease means 2 stitch come to 1. That is a decrease. So now I show you how to do the invisible decrease. First, we pick up the front loop of this stitch and then pick up the second loop of the stitch. Then pull through the yarn. Here we do 2 stitch come to 1, 2 single crochets together, knit crochet together. So that is a decrease. This is we call it invisible decrease. So next, 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another decrease. First stitch the front loop only. Second front loop only. Then we pull through the yarn through these 2 loops, and so this is a decrease. I will show you again. Another 5 stitch, 5 single crochet, first loop, first stitch front loop only, second stitch front loop only, pull through. So we just do like this, and for increase, decrease, or the single crochets, just follow the pattern and to finish until round 34. And after round 34, we need to stuff the fiber fills, and then I will be back at round 35. Now I already finished round 34. before I start round 35, I need to stuff the fiber fuse into the head. Okay, now then we start the round 35. Round 35 is for start with 3 single crochets. So when we do 1 single crochet, we need to put on the stitch marker. So 1, 2, 3 single crochets and a decrease. Pick up 1 loop, pick up the second loop, and pull over the yarn. When you do this, we need to tighten this yarn so that this stitch will be tight, not too loose. If you crochet too loose, here will be a hole. And 3, so here I pick up 1 loop, pick up 2 loop, then I tight, and pull through and tight again. Then this stitch is perfect. Tight. So we just follow the pattern and we do this until round 38. Then I will be back. Now I finished the last round, round 38, and then we leave 6 stitches here. So at this time we just cut the yarn and just pull through, and then we use a needle. We pick up the front loop, only 1 loop of each stitch. 1, total we have 6 loop stitches. 2, only 1 loop, the front loop. 3, 4, 5, the last stitch 6. Then we tighten. After tighten, we put to the right, the middle of this one. Then we okay. So then it closed. Okay, so now the head is finished. Now we start the arm. The arm we need to make 2, and the arm is easy. first let's do 4 chains as start. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the first round is we back to the second stitch from the hook. This is the first stitch, this is the second stitch. So we start from this stitch, do 2 single crochets, 1, 2 single crochets, and then we have one last stitch, and in this stitch we just do an increase 2. Increase 2 means one stitch becomes 3, so we need to do 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we go to the chain this side, so we do 1 single crochet, and the last stitch we do increase, single crochet increase, which is 2. So this round is finished. Next round we start from this stitch, because we do the spiral crochet, so we do not need to slip in this stitch to join. We just start from this one. The second round is 3 single crochet and 5 single crochet increase, so 3 single crochet, 1, and from this round we need to make a stitch marker for the first stitch. This is 1 and this is 2 and 3, and the rest 5 stitch we all do the increase, the single crochet increase. This means each stitch we do 2 single crochets. Okay, now we total have 13 stitches. So from round 3 to round 16, we do each stitch 1 single crochet. So there is a total 14 rounds. Let's do this. Please don't forget, when you make the first single crochet, put the stitch mark on it. So that is 1, 2. So this is round 3. We total need to crochet to round 16. So let's first finish this these rounds, and I will be back at round 17. And now I finished the round 16. The round 17 is an increase round, so I need to first do 6 single crochets. After do the first one, don't forget to put the stitch marker. Then do an increase. Then do 2 single crochets. Then another increase. An increase means crochet 2 single crochet in 1 stitch, and the last 3 is 3 single crochets. So then round 18 to 20, we just do each stitch 1 single crochets. Each round is 15 single crochets. After we finished the round 20, then the arm is finished. and you will see there is a step before the last stitch to the main part, but don't worry, that's okay. It doesn't matter. So we need to make 2 arms. So just for this one, just finish the last 3 rounds with 15 single crochets. Now let's start the leg. Legs we also need to make 2. First we make the calf. So we still use the skin color. Start with 5 chains. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we back to the second stitch from the hook. This is the first one. This is the second one. We do 3, 1, 2, 3. We do 3 single crochets. And at the last stitch, we do increase 2, which means we need to do 3 single crochets in this stitch. 1, 2. The second one is the top. And the third one, actually, we come to this side. 3. After 3, we do 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Then the last stitch, we do a increase, which is 2 single crochets. Okay. Now we finished round 1. Total we have 10 stitches. Now we do the round 2. Round 2 start with the first stitch of round 1. So that is the first one we need to do an increase. So this one we do 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Oh, don't forget, put the stitch mark on the first stitch. 1, 2. And then we do 3 single crochets. So we do 1, 2, 3. And then is a increase. That is 2 increase. So this stitch we do 1, 2. And the next stitch we also do 2. That is 1, 2. And 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. So the last stitch is an increase. So we do 1, 2, 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So round 2 is finished. Now we total have 14 stitches. Round 3 is a decreased one. First we do 5 single crochets. 1, and put the stitch mark on. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need to do a decrease. Decrease, we said, first pick up the front loop, pick up the front loop of the second stitch, then pull through. Okay, and this is a group we repeat. So that is 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5. Last 2 stitch we do a decrease. So we pick up 1, pick up 2. Okay. So round 3 is finished. So we just follow the pattern. and to finish until round 11. So I will be back at round 11. Now I finished the round 11. After I finished the round 11, I just leave about 4-inch yarn and cut the yarn. Here has a step, and please ignore it. It doesn't matter. So we put the cuff aside. We can put some fillings, fiber fillings inside. Okay, then put aside. Then we use the yarn to start the side. The side we just make a magic ring, and then we do 6 single crochets, a magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then we tighten. Okay, so the next round we just start from the first stitch. We do not need, we still do the spiral crochet, so we do not need a slip stitch to join together. So then here, second round, that is increase. Each stitch is in increase. So this is the first stitch. We put a marker on it. And at the same stitch, we do another single crochet. So each stitch, we do 2 single crochets. Then we total get 12 single crochets. Okay, then we do the round 3. The third round is 2 single crochet. 1, 2 single crochet, and 1 increase. Okay, now the next 4 rounds are all 16 stitches, which means there's no increase and no decrease. So don't forget the first stitch, put the stitch marker. So we still have 2 rounds. After these 2 rounds, I will be back to show you how to crochet the knees. Okay, now the side already finished. I finished the round 7. Now we need to crochet the knee to connect the calf and the side. So first we just stuff some in the side. Yeah. And then let's start. Round 1. First, one single crochet. So we need to do one single crochet. This is the first stitch. So we put the stitch marker on this. And then we need to connect the calf. And we need to skip here is the last stitch. We skip 2 stitch from the third stitch, this stitch. We start to do 14 single crochets. So that is 1, 2. Because the calf is 16 stitches, so we skipped 2. 14 is to the last stitch. So 14, this is the last stitch. Okay, then after this this is the side part. We also skip 2 stitches, the third stitch, and we have the total is 16. We already have 1 stitch already crocheted and 2 we skipped, so here total is 13. So we do the 13 single crochets. Just okay, so now the following rounds are just crochet based to this round. So next round we do 28 single crochet, which means each stitch 1 single crochet. So first this one, do 1 single crochet, then we put the mark on. So we do 1 single crochet for each stitch, and let's follow the pattern and until round 7, and I will be back after I finish the round 7. Now I finished the round 6, so only the last round left. Last round is 6 decrease, so there's total 12 stitches left. We just need to do 1 loop, 2 loop. That is a decrease, 1 decrease. Okay, then the second one, 1 loop, 2 loop, second one, third one, so 4, 5, So we have last 2. That is 6. So after this round we finished, then we do like this. We leave about 4 to 5 inch and pull the yarn over. Then we use the needle. We pick up each stitch's front loop. So total is 6 stitches. This is the first one, 2, only half stitch. I'll half the front loop. Okay, so this is the last one. Then we tighten. Then we insert back to the center. So adjust. Before we do the last round, we should stuff more into the leg. If now we do not have more, we can put some frills here. So this is, we weave in the yarn, and cut it. After this, we need to use the yarn we left in the calf after the calf finished. So we use this yarn to stitch over this. So this is the first one. We just sew the thigh and the calf together. So this is one leg. We finished one leg. We need to make 2, the same 2 legs. For the leg, yeah, I do a small summary. We first do the calf part, the foot and the calf part. Then we do the thigh part. Then we connect together. When we connect, we have 2 stitches skipped, both the thigh and the calf. And then we crochet around this for the knees. So this is the leg. We need to make 2. Now we start to make the ears. Ear we need to make 2. And you still use the skin color. And we do 5 chains. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 chains. Then back to the second stitch from the hook. That is 1, 2. So we go to this stitch. We do a half double crochet. So we need to do like this, and we'll do half crochet. Then we do 2 double crochet. So we only pick 1 loop, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then the last stitch we do a half double crochet and a chain. Then we slip to this last stitch, the same stitch. We just slip. Okay. Then we cut about 8-inch yarn and we do this. So this is one ear. We need to make 2 of ears. Now let's start to do the body. The body, we do not do the spiral crochet. Why we do not do the spiral crochet is that the spiral crochet usually will have a little tilt to the right. So if the body, we do the spiral crochet, and the body will, the finished body will be a little bit tilt. So I suggest to just do the normal crochet. Let me show you. First, do a magic ring. Magic ring is just like this. Pull the yarn over and use a chain to fix it. This is a magic ring. Then inside the magic ring, we do 6 chains, 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 6. After 6, we do not, because we do not do the spiral crochet, so we need to slip to the first single crochet to joint, and then we need to tighten. How tighten it is, we should let this slip stitch invisible, almost invisible, so you need to tighten. Then every round is start with a chain stitch, and this chain stitch doesn't count as any stitch. So you have 1 chain stitch for start, but don't think this is a stitch. So then the first single crochet of the second round is still in the stitch with the slip stitch, is the same stitch. And I found somebody just, this is slip joint stitch, and then do the single crochet, start the second row from the next stitch. That's not correct. That will make the seam tilt. So it's the same stitch. So second round, this is 2 double crochet. So is an increase. That's two single crochet, and this is 2 single crochet. I'm sorry. So this is the last stitch for the round 2. Then we need to, let's check. We need to into the first single crochet stitch, the first single crochet stitch. So we just slip and tighten. Now we do the round 3. A chain to start, but this doesn't count as a stitch. And the first single crochet is the same stitch of the slip stitch. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet increase. So I will show you again about the okay, I finished this round. So I slip to the first stitch, first single crochet stitch, and slip, tighten. Then the fourth round is with a chain. This doesn't count as any stitch. Then insert to the same stitch of the slip stitch. We do 1 single crochet. In order to distinguish this, you also can use a stitch marker. And this is the joint stitch. And also this is the first stitch, the single crochet stitch of next round. So next is increase and 1, increase, and this is the last stitch. Okay, then I joined to this stitch. Here we can find this is the chain, the first chain we do for every round, but this doesn't count as a stitch. So I need to slip to join with this stitch. I just slip and tighten. Okay, then next round is first for 1 chain, and then next 1 and 2, 3, and then we've just followed the pattern to finish the not finish the body. We just go to the round 23, and after 23 from the 24 we need to add the arm. So I will be back to when I finished the round 23. So please remember, the body we just do the normal crochet, not the spiral crochet. Now I finished the round 23. So round 24 we need to connect with the arms. So first, according to the pattern, we need to do 5 single crochets and 1 chain. This doesn't count as any stitch. The first single crochet is in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You also can put a stitch mark on the first single crochet. As this is the joint, the last slip stitch will be on this stitch. So 5 single crochets. Then we need to connect the arm. We just connect, this is the last stitch. We just connect from the first stitch. We need to do 12. This arm, as we remember, that is 15 stitches. So after 12, there will be 3 stitches left. 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then here we have 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3 left. We just leave it. And then we skip 3 stitches here. 1, 2, 3. And here, start from this stitch, we do another 12 single crochets. Then we connect to the second arm. It's the same. We still from this stitch, the first stitch, we do 12. We do 12, and here have 3 stitches left. And then we do the body part. The body part, we still need to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. So we start from this one. That is 1, 2, 3. 4. That's 5. Then we slip to join. As we mentioned previously, the body, we didn't do the spiral crochet. We just do the normal crochet. So every round we need to slip to join to finish the round. And then 1 chain set up for the next round. Okay, so now we will start to do the round 25. Round 25, first single crochet is in the same stitch of the slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. Then we need to do 2 decrease. We need, this is 1 decrease, and we decrease this 2 decrease, and then we do 8, and we do 2 decrease, 1 decrease, another decrease. Be careful, the first stitch is this one, first and second. and then do eight, and then two decrease, one decrease, and this is the second decrease. So we just follow the pattern to finish until the round 28. And the round 28, after round 28, that is 24 stitches left. And before we put the arm on, we need to put the fiber fuse inside the arm. And after the round 28, we also need to fill in the body. Then after finish the body, we need to sew this part together. So I will be back when I finished the round 28. Now the body is finished. And first you can see there is a seam at the front of the body, but it doesn't matter. And also it looks not that ugly. Second, that we need to fill the fiber fills, and need to sew this together. Then after the body finished, the skin color, all the skin color part are all done. So next we will start the diapers and the hat.